I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
Welcome to the next episode of Merry Shamus. So in today's video, you guys, we put to the test the Nudie 2 palette and brush collection by Miss Lauralee here on YouTube. This is her holiday collection. I am so excited for you guys to see this video. This is, of course, unsponsored. None of these products were sent to me. You will see in the video that all of these products were purchased with my own money. Also, if you do watch the video and you do go and plan to buy the brushes and the palette at, both of them, don't purchase them the way I did. I will explain it in the video. The secret emoji, which is on the screen right now. Be sure that you do comment that down below. We only have so many more videos before I'm closing that giveaway. So do be sure that you are subscribed and also at least comment one secret emoji below a video to enter the giveaway. I do also just want to mention that Lauralee has nothing to do with the giveaway, nor does YouTube. You can read all of the details down in the description box. But yeah, you guys, I'm so excited for you guys to see this video. As much of you guys know, Lauralee is like one of the gurus that inspired me. She's from the South. I'm from the South, even though she's a Roll Tide and I'm for sure not. We are Go Vols all the way over here. But she's from the South and she made it, and I just look up to her so much, and I'm so excited to do this video for you guys today. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's not blab too much in the beginning of this video. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys do enjoy. Let's get started. All right, y'all. So here in the beginning, we're going to go ahead and walk through first the prices. So like I mentioned in the intro, or like I'm going to try to remember for the intro, I was an idiot. So I try not to watch videos of the influencer or whatever when a product comes out, because I like to be as unbiased as possible. Which for those of you guys who know me, I love Lauralee. She's a Southern one and we stick together here in the South, baby, period. Even though I'm a Tennessee Vols fan and she's Roll Tide. We won't go there, but I still love you, Laura. So I didn't know she was coming out with brushes. I was so excited when I found out, but I didn't know, because I just went straight to the palette, and I don't know. I don't know. So I purchased the palette first, which is right here. And then I'm scrolling on Instagram, whatever, and I come across Lauralee's story, and it's a PR, somebody showing their PR, which fingers crossed will get there one day, and they were sent the brushes. So instead of just buying her holiday collection together, your girl went and bought them separately. So don't do that. So I'm gonna put the total of what I spent here on the screen. And on the other side here, we will put what they are as like a holiday collection together. Prices will be on the screen. So I did go ahead and unbox these, of course, just to make sure everything was good. And then also, if you do follow me on Instagram, Facebook, you did get to already see swatches of the palette. And you did get to see an unboxing of the brushes, but we're going to do a breakdown of everything here. I have not actually used the shadows. I have swatched them.
Also, you guys, I did just want to let you know that I'm just getting over a fever blister on my lip. I knew a Karen would mention it, so yeah, just letting you guys know.
Which, like I tell you guys all the time, you cannot really base an opinion off of an eyeshadow by a swatch. But I will say the swatches were really, really nice. So first we're going to go through the palette. So it does come in a box like this right here, from the Lauralee Los Angeles site. I will go ahead and tell you guys that I didn't pay any additional cost for shipping. And with the holidays and Miss Rona, it took a little over a week for the packages to get here. They arrived a day apart and I ordered them the same day. But I will say I ordered the brushes like way later in the day. So that does make sense for me. I didn't wait too long and I was super excited that I got notified that the brushes were going to arrive the next day so that I could film this video together. But this is how the palette came, was in just a typical box like this. It was really nicely bubble wrapped. And then it did come in, of course, tissue paper. There's a little sticker there that says Nudie Patootie. If you don't know, she does have like a boutique clothing line called Nudie Patootie. And inside of the tissue paper, you do have the palette is wrapped in more bubble wrap. This is the unicarton here for the palette. It has Laura Lee Los Angeles. It's a nice matte nude shade, and then it is, you know, glossy where it says Laura Lee Los Angeles, and the nudie and number 2 is glossy as well. Here is the back of the unicarton here. You have all of Miss Laura Lee's handles. Of course, her channel will be linked below, along with lauraleelosangeles.com. Will all be linked below so that you yourself can go and purchase this. Y'all, this is a beautiful, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, a beautiful presentation for a Christmas gift. I just wanna mention that this palette is discarded 12 months after opening. Remember that that date is not for the date you receive it, it's for the date that you open it and use the palette. So 12 months from that date. And it is cruelty free. Also, it does have the ingredients of each individual eyeshadow here at the bottom. And I did have to rip it to get the box open, which is fine because I don't keep the unicartons. Good Lord, we would have unicartons everywhere if I did that. Here is what the palette itself looks like. Exactly the same as the unicarton, of course, except you don't have the ingredients of the eyeshadows on the palette. I think this is very sleek. I think it's really nice. I just think it's so beautiful. Of course, you do have the little covering there. And then this whole side here is a full-length mirror. I love that with the Laura Lee palettes. You guys know one of my favorite highlighting palettes of all time is the Glazed Lit Kit by Laura Lee Los Angeles. And same in this palette, this is a full-length mirror as well. So I just love her packaging. I love her setup. So inside, again, I have already swatched this and we're gonna swatch it again right now. This is what it looks like right here. Let's get this light down a little bit so it can hit the shades. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and swatch the palette. And of course, we're gonna start on the top row. The basics of this palette, we have 4 mattes. We have 4 shimmer shades with like 1 matted shimmer. I'm super excited about this one, by the way, which you can see I have swatched all of them, obviously, and that is not just an overlay. So I'm super excited to use the shade Blushing. I think that's gonna be absolutely stunning. So again, we're gonna start on the top row and we're gonna go left to right as far as you're looking at the palette, and work our way down to the second row. We start out with the shade Sheer. The shade Sheer, this is absolutely beautiful. So stunning. This is called Bum. And y'all, I'm really excited for this shade because I have not ever seen a shade like this before. And I'm just really excited for what that is gonna look like. I've never seen anything like it. And that's what makes me excited about palettes, is when you find a shade that you don't see all the time. It's always the same shit over and over and over. And it's so nice to have just something different. I mean, that's like creamsicle. You know what I'm saying? It's so beautiful. Okay, next we have Nudie, and you guys put your sunglasses on. You're gonna need them. This is about to blind your ass, so just heads up now. Look at Nudie. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Look at those, look at that. Literally looks like liquid is over top. Next we have Patootie, and I'm actually going to swatch patootie and low cut right beside one another so that you can see the actual difference. So this right here is patootie, and this next one is going to be low cut, and I want you guys to see the clear difference in the two. So you can see this has a lot more orange in it. See that? There is a very clear difference. They're two totally different shades. This is patootie, this is low cut. The last shade on the first row is skimpy, and this is a beautiful copper tone. Let's see, where can we? Here we go. So beautiful. Look how beautiful that copper is. You can see the clear difference in the gold there, the copper. So minus this one here, this is the first row of the Nudie 2 palette. And now we're gonna move on to the second row. And of course we are gonna skip low cut because we did already swatch her. She is right here. So we're gonna start with Lush. And this is one of those beautiful like coppery tones that has like that green olivey undertone. So pretty. I will go ahead and swatch again Sheer, which was that first shade right over next to it, and also Skimpy. So you can see the complete and total difference in the 3 shades. They're all completely different tones. So you can see that's much more green than any of these other ones here. Blushing, which is, like I said, one of the shades that I'm super duper excited about, because even you could swatch this all the way through the pan and it does not take the shimmer away. Here is Blushing, which you guys, I want you all to see the shimmer. Look at that. That is so beautiful. It's just like a beautiful light peachy shade and pinky peach, and I'm so excited. Now, Cheeky, which is the shade that we're going to use in the center of our lid today, because when I swatched this last night, I was like, damn, mama. So here is Cheeky. Yeah, Cheeky. Look at that. And then we're going to put Nudie right below so you can see the difference. This is more rose gold. This is more like gold. Ugh, so stunning. And the last shade, which is Risque. And we'll put her right here. So pretty, like a beautiful chocolatey maroon shade. So pretty. And that is the Nudie 2 palette. Okay, so now for the brushes. They came in, which again, I ordered them separate because dumb, like a bubble wrap envelope. And here is the little case that the brushes come with. You have the double L, it's pretty and nude. The zipper is rose gold. And I did go ahead and put the brushes inside of here. So let's go ahead and get into the brushes. There are 10 of them. We do have 5 eye brushes and 5 face brushes. Also do want to make mention of how the face brushes are packaged. You do have that netting that comes with them. I absolutely love that. So let's go ahead and start out with probably the most favorite eye brush that I'm excited for. This is called the L18, and this is a beautiful blending brush. I'm just so excited for this because it feels so right there in the crease. And I have the Laura Lee collection with Morphe, and I love it. So I'm so excited to use this brush. It's now going in the collection here. Next, we have a liner brush, and this is called the L20. Have us a beautiful packing brush here, and this is the L19. I'll be using this one for concealer or to cut the crease, and this is the L17. We now have a defining brush or a smudging brush, and this is the L16. And now moving into the face brushes. Starting out with a beautiful highlighting brush. This is the L15. feels so nice. This is the L13. So you have that netting to keep the hairs all nice. This looks like a contour brush to me. This is the L13 again. I have the L14. What is this, a blush brush? Yes, blush brush. Can cup the cheeks really nicely. And I guarantee this is probably like a concealer brush. This is the L12, yep. L12, so if you know Laura, she's known for like blending her concealer out with a brush and all that. So I pretty much figured she'd have a brush like this in the collection. This is the L12. I'm gonna say this is her take on the Y6 brush for Morphe. Y6 brush for Morphe. It is a kabuki brush. Of course, take the netting off. And there we go. Oh my gosh, that feels so good on the skin. I'm so excited. This again is the L11. I'm so excited to try these brushes. So now we are ready. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Also, I did just want to mention, whoever does win my Christmas giveaway, your gift card will be mailed in this right here, unless of course you choose Amazon, and then it's just going to be e-gift carded to you. But yeah, I'll mail it in this little case right here. I try to always do that. The past 2 giveaway winners that I've had, they've gotten a little case mailed with their stuff. And so yeah, you'll get a little Laura Lee case. So we'll put this down here for you guys. So of course we are going to start out with that blending brush. This is the L18 brush again. And we're just gonna go ahead and pop right into Bum, which is that beautiful peachy shade in the palette, this one right here. And we're gonna go ahead and just pop that right into the crease with that brush. These bristles are absolutely stunning. The way that they feel, they just feel so good. And to be honest with you guys, I am kind of sort of comparing to Morphe because, you know, Laura Lee is a huge user of the Morphe brushes. So it's just like in my instinct to kind of compare. I knew that this blending brush was going to be everything and more. I knew it was. I remember like back in the day, before Laura Lee had a collection, like she was like my first like favorite beauty guru. And I would obsess, I mean, and this is before she even like moved to LA. I used to love her videos like back in the day. And I remember like having a notepad and like writing down the brushes that she would mention. And this is before like I even knew like what link in description meant. I didn't even know what that meant. So, oh, that's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this shade. I knew I would be too because it's something different. It's something that I haven't seen in any palette. I can't think of seeing this shade. Just absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful transition shade. And I can imagine this shade looking so good on different skin tones. Like, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. And I think I'm just gonna use the same exact brush. And we're gonna go into Low Cut, which is that more like orangey toned shade down on the second row. I'm just gonna continue to use the L18 and just kind of pack that shade right in and start to blend it out. These two shades mixed together are so beautiful. I had a feeling they would be. I'm obsessed. I love these shades blended together. Absolutely beautiful. And now I want to test out the little like pencil brush. And I'm gonna go into the shade Risque, which is the really pretty like maroony brown shade. And we're just going to put this right in the crease. And I'm gonna take that, by the way, the pencil brush is called the L16. And I'm gonna go back to the L18 and I'm just going to blend out that edge there. Y'all, these blend with hardly any force. They're really easy to blend. I think this palette would be really easy for someone starting out in makeup to use. And I also think that this would be something that someone who is just now starting to play in makeup would be able to use. I think that this palette is, you know, it's got really easy colors that are really easy to work with. They're not hard to create a look with. It's basically, you've got your looks already built into a palette. So I think that this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I do want to say that Risque is extremely pigmented, so I would do what I just did there, which is build it up. I would be very, very easy with that shade because, baby, she is pigment punch. So I would just be very careful there. That is absolutely stunning. I'm so obsessed. And now we're just gonna do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. We're gonna try the little concealer brush. This is the L17. And I'm gonna use my Kevyn Pond concealer and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I have a feeling it's gonna be really good because Laura Lee is all about cutting the crease. So I feel like this is gonna be really good. I mean, that took, I don't know, 20 seconds, if that. Like, baby, I'm into it. And I didn't use too much concealer either, just because I haven't worked with the shade Cheeky. So I, you know, want to kind of test the waters before I go in like head first, basically. Babes, a lot of times with concealer brushes, the first time that you use them, they're like really hard to get the concealer like right where you want it. I want to say that this is probably one of the better concealer brushes I've ever used. And it's going to go over here with my favorites. I'm so obsessed with this whole collection right now. And next we are going to use the L19. And I'm gonna see what it looks like with Cheeky, putting Cheeky on the lid. However, if it doesn't come out the way that I want, what I more than likely am gonna do is just pack it on with my finger and then maybe like blend out the edges with the brush. We're gonna see. Wow. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be so bomb. I am just gonna try with my finger. It's basically the same. So beautiful. I'm just gonna take a Risque on that little pencil brush and just kind of like go at the edges there. And then take that blending brush, the L18, and just blend that out. So beautiful. I'm so obsessed, you guys. So there is the eye look, you guys. I'm so obsessed with this look. I'm so obsessed with this palette. I do highly recommend.
Now for the part you guys know I enjoy so much.
So now is the time where we are going to test out the L11 Kabuki brush for foundation. I have already primed. I used the Touch and Soul Glossy Primer. I love that primer. Today, we're gonna use the one that I've been pretty much obsessed with all month, the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. Let's go for it.
Holy shit.
Y'all, this is beautiful. And you all know, like, I'm not a foundation brush girl. I'm not. You know, through the whole Y6 brush with Morphe. Like, I didn't order the brush because I've never been like a foundation brush girl. I've always been a beauty blender type of gal. But y'all, I think we have just found my favorite way to put on foundation. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you know, if you wanted like super duper full coverage, like, I don't know, like this is full coverage to me. This is the foundation, like blended out like normal. This, you know, it's not, this is absolutely gorgeous. Just super like, I'm into it. I'm into it big time. Next, I'm excited to do the concealer with this because I've always seen Laura Lee like do her concealer with this type of brush. So I'm super excited. We're gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Almond. And we're just gonna put our concealer where we normally would. I've been doing here lately is just taking the Morphe Fluidity concealer and just going right there on the inner corner. All right, here we go. I mean, beautiful. Literally beautiful. I mean, I don't know what else to say, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. I'm so obsessed right now, you guys. So obsessed. Like, that's insane to me. I have not used a beauty blender. Like, y'all, I'm not sponsored. I have no reason. This shit was not sent to me. I spent my own coin. I'll pop my receipt up on the screen now. Of course, I'll have some stuff blurred, but like, I bought this stuff. This is a beautiful holiday collection. And like, these shadows would be absolutely beautiful for the holidays, for this time of year. Beautiful for like, even New Year's, Valentine's Day. Like, so beautiful. I'm so obsessed. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face and we'll be back to bronze, blush, and highlights with the other brushes. Go ahead and do our lower lash line. And I think I'm only going to use Low Cut and Risque on my lower lash line. And I'm just going to take the little pencil brush. And I already have Risque on the pencil. So I'm just adding a little bit of Low Cut. And going to go ahead and blend those on the lower lash line. Take the L18. I'm not going to add any extra product to it. I'm just going to kind of go down here and blend this out. So beautiful. I'm so obsessed. Take the Marc Jacobs bronzer and the L13 brush. This is the contour brush. Y'all, This is the perfect Christmas gift. You know, if you have somebody who has a birthday around Christmas, like myself, mine's the 16th. This is the perfect gift. The palette is beautiful. It's versatile, be easy for anyone to use. Not only that, but the brushes are beautiful as well. If you wanted to get them the whole collection, this is a beautiful collection. I mean, I highly doubt at this point we're gonna find something that's disappointing, because all we have left is the blush and highlight brush, and I'm sure that they're amazing. I'm just so excited that I made this purchase. Do my nose contour, and we'll BRB for blush. So now we are moving on to the L14, the blush brush, and we're going to use a Hourglass ambient lighting blush. Picks it up really nice. So beautiful. Okay, and now the final Laura brush is the L15, the highlighting brush. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Pure Matte Mist. And this is a Laura review video, so we're using the Glazed Lit Kit. Yes, ma'am, don't play me. And we are going to mix Diamonds and Glow Gal. They are my all-time favorites, and mixed together, they are stunning. Guys, I'm just so obsessed with all of this. We will be back at the end with the final look. And also I don't use these for eyeliner, so I use them to kind of straighten out my lipstick. So I'll let you know at the very end, my final thoughts. Will be back. Y'all, I'm feeling myself so hard right now. I feel like that is like one of the most fun parts about makeup. Feel yourself and feel beautiful. Not that makeup, it takes makeup to look beautiful. And I am going to tell you guys right now, this is the perfect Christmas gift, anniversary gift. I know so many of us have birthdays around this time of year. This is the perfect gift for someone, even if they're not like super duper into makeup, but they do wear makeup. This palette is going to work for anybody. These brushes obviously are going to work for anybody. I'm obsessed with every single one of them. We were able to try all the brushes today. We were able to use a lot of the shadows in the palette. I have no doubt in my mind that the rest of the shadows in the palette are going to be just as good. So yeah, the Laura Holiday Collection is definitely Morgan Shay approved. Everything will be linked down below per usual that was tested out in this video. Also, I will link the lashes one more time. This is the last style of lashes that comes in that variety pack from Amazon for $10. That's also another really good Christmas gift. I will also link the lash glue that I use. My last tutorial, I didn't link it, and everybody was like, but what lash glue do you use? I literally use the lash glue that's in the white and green package. Yeah, you guys, do be sure that you do subscribe before you leave. Also, make sure that you are following me on social media. This look right here is going to be part of a TikTok as well, which I am at morganshay33 over on TikTok. I love you guys so very much, and until next time, bye.